Last time on Multiverse. In his head, Old Kai played out how Ultimate Raditz may handle his new power. The deity's grudge against C was also revealed. Today, alliances are made that will shape the outcome of the tournament. No! Corruption! Destruction! Save every universe! I'm counting on you! During the break before the final, Old Kai now knows he can't count on this imbecile to defeat C. They need to try something else. Contacting the West Kaioshin, now the new Grand Kaioshin. The former tells, C, the world, is a singular entity that appeared some 75 million years ago. He's devourer of matter. He survives by absorbing all existing particles. His appetite knows no limits. He swallowed thousands of systems before we were finally able to stop him. That's why C must be immediately eliminated. Hitting the same brick wall as in his fantasy, West Kaioshin has the same reservations as the organizers, believing they've ensured all participants would be safe. Even when arguing he wants to reach other universes. Since it can't be proven, West Kaio isn't having it. Not giving up. Since Universe 1 won't listen, he'll try the other heroes. First asking Goku, we can guess how well that's gonna work. He just gets the good ol', I wanna fight strong guys, run around and wants to fight him fairly. Even though C will probably just one-shot him right through the heart. The old timer resolves he's an idiot and decides to move on. Next, contacting Gast, he responds,
I agree with you, but the Kaioshins are right. According to the established rules, he can participate in the tournament. I'll keep an eye on him.
Then the organizers. Therefore, I'm begging you to keep your hand on the telecommand pointed towards Universe 5, ready to press at the slightest suspicious sign. Finally, with at least a little luck, one of the Vargas agrees. He already found that guy creepy. Though it's gonna be tiring keeping a watchful eye. One of his fellow Vargas offers to handle it since his own shift is over. You can trust me. Next, talking to Trunks. And then Yamcha. Both a lot more understanding than Goku. The Wolf Bandit returns to his universe's apartment. He thinks they did well to liberate the old man. After all, it was Videl using and breaking the Z-Sword that released him. Next, Vegito. Unlike the others, he tells the Kai to hang on. Going into his apartment for privacy. Closing the door, he's alone now. He starts. First, you're not my old Kaioshin. It's the one from my universe with whom I have an agreement. Replying. Yes, but... Vegito, you're weak. Telling the old man to shut it. He's hungry, that's all. Once the tournament's done, he'll go home and eat a bunch of senzu and be done with the stupid story. Frustrated, the deity scoffs. Good God! This is an emergency and I can't count on anyone! C is going to destroy every single universe if we don't intervene! Vegito, get something to eat and kill him! Yet another fighter taking the stance. It's against the rules. The fused warrior mentions how it's not something to eat that'll be enough. Furthermore, he's sick and tired of magicians. He's half witch, right? He can take care of it. When C himself appears in a puff of smoke.
My dear old enemy, once again you are scheming against me.
Vegito smiles. You're attacking me in my space. Perfect. I was waiting for an excuse for a rematch. Old Kai cheers him on. The wizard stops him.
One moment, Vegito. I don't want to fight you. However, scheming Kaioshin, you might want to check on your front door.
What? What the? No! Wait! As the yokai shouts in terror and his communication cuts off. Vegito demands to know what he's done. Who responds?
Nothing. I revealed his interference. Isn't it dishonest trying to sabotage the tournament?
But like he's one to talk. The Saiyan knows if the Kai was after him, it must be for good reasons. Detracting, C opens his palm.
Here, try this instead. I created it for you. It's similar to the senzu I've seen you eat, but it's 100 times more dense.
Taking it, he comments. Know that I'm immune to poisons. C assures he has nothing against him. To the contrary, he finds they are both very similar. Upon asking why the consideration, the mage merely replies,
You are hungry. That I can understand.
As he takes his leave. Crunching into it. It's not bad, but the Saiyan is still far from full strength. With Raditz's universe. C next enters their apartment. He starts.
Dear friend, I thought you'd like to know Raditz is currently betraying you. He, and only he, is getting augmented by the Grand Kaioshin.
Well, Nappa snaps into a fury. Vegeta calmly questions where they are. Opening a portal so they can see. It matters not. C has already solved the problem for him, revealing the bodies of both. Above them stands someone familiar. But to Kakarot, all this means is he murdered his brother. He'll kill him. To this, the wizard says.
But it doesn't matter. Let's ally ourselves instead and see much further than this. Do you not want the Dragon Ball wishes?
We can make the wish to be stronger? The strongest of the universe?
That wish is absurd.
You need to become immortal. That's way you'll eventually have all the power you want. Kakarot is living proof. Haha, you're so jealous. Okay, so you'll offer us the winner's wish to make us immortal. What do you get in exchange?
Actually, I'm not sure I'll win the tournament. In that case, I'll be needing allies.
Oh, cheater, cheater, cheater!
What's more, I'm not offering something as trivial as one of the winner's wishes.
Every wish?
An infinity of wishes, and an infinity of universes at your command.
And what do you want from us?
When the dragon is called upon to grant the wishes to the winner, you'll create a distraction. On my side, I'll wish to give to you and myself the power to travel across the universes.
Though Vegeta, not overly trusting, brings up how nothing proves C will include them in the wish. And of course, the wizard knows that he must acquire their complete trust.
I have a way forward. I'm offering you a piece of myself. Not only will it make you stronger, there'll also be no secrets between us. Lastly, you'll also have my protection against magic and other nuisances.
C's essence encompassing him. Kakarot cries out that he can hear all his thoughts, see his memories. He's one hell of an asshole. Though Vegeta mostly just sees a famished beast. Seems they've had different experiences. The mage finalizing.
I believe in the truth. You are capable of comprehending. You know what is right.
Swayed, Nappa says. Yeah, I see. You've no reason to betray us. The multiverse is big enough to satisfy all of us. Just like the Kaioshin made his rounds, so does C. Getting the approval of the Frost Demons. Frieza wants to make sure they get first pick on the sharing of the universes. Something that's of no consequence to a solicitor. They can take whatever they want. They'll have endless choices left. Then with the androids. I see. With an infinite number of universes, we'll have access to more Earths to ravage. An infinite number of reparations. Many Goku and Jiros of all ages to kill. But I see you also hired the Saiyans and the Frost Demons. C remarks how they're also aware of the alliances. But 17 doesn't like the idea of allying with a degenerate Goku, and 18 doesn't like herself allying with C. We defeated her earlier in the tournament.
We do not need to be friendly. And you, 18, do you want vengeance against me for my victory in the tournament? If you wish, I can help you kill as many of myself as you want, coming from other universes.
It doesn't bother you killing other yous? 17 questions. But it doesn't. Not in the slightest. A few minutes earlier with the Chausha and Raditz. Upon pleading with Vegito to kill C, Raditz notices how concentrated he's become. He must be making him a lot stronger than Gohan. Letting himself in, South Chausha.
So that's it!
What the?
You're interfering with the destiny of Universe 13. You're plotting against the participant of Universe 5.
No, wait! Old Kai begs they absolutely need to eliminate C. He's the destroyer of worlds. The South has had enough. No one is respecting the rules here. First and foremost, the Grand Kaioshins.
Hey, old creep! Am I stronger than him now?
By far! Why? South, please let me explain! Bringing us back to the scene where C claimed they were dead.
I'm going to fetch the Vargas and send you back to your universes immediately! I hate you! You didn't make me stronger at all!
Lucky for them, Tien almost immediately stumbles upon him. The rest of the universe arriving, Videl patches up Raditz as he growls.
I'm sure I'm even weaker than before!
With a sneer, Old Kai chuckles. It depends! Asking him to elaborate. I increased your strength. You are stronger than South Chaoshan, but your strength will only come out against evil beings. Against others, you'll be weak as a baby.
Bastard! You're heavy.
I've kept my promise. You'll be able to kill Vegeta, but you won't be able to inflict suffering against the innocent of your universe. Scoffing, the villain will just have Kakarot do it. But if Videl understands correctly, she can easily beat him up, prompting Raditz to shout for her to calm down. Raditz, your future is on the side of good, whether you want it or not. Now listen to me. We need to fight a menace that's much worse than Vegeta. It's C. Overhearing this, South Kai grumbles.
Are you serious right now? I see you're all in league. I was only gonna accompany the Kaioshin to the ship, but you all deserve to be sent with them.
Revealing he has a remote to do this. Yamcha protests.
Wait! Ikel told me that C...
Sending them all back. For whatever reason, South Chaoshan is completely determined to not listen.
I knew it! C is one of the rare participants who followed the rules here. Ikel must have meant we can trust him. Your turn now. Hell no!
Also protesting, South hears him out.
The other three from my universe didn't know what I was up to, but that remote sends everyone back to their universe. You can't send them back. What a sense of justice, especially when it suits you. So you'll see no issue with me killing you, and this time I'll finish you off before leaving. Why kill me? The old Kaioshin made me lose all my powers. He tricked me. I've lost everything.
The Kaio sees this is true. Earlier, he was much weaker than he was in the ring. Raditz then makes the case that if South is really against interference between universes, he should use the Dragon Balls to return his strength. However, he blows this off as not his problem. May it serve as a lesson instead. The Saiyan is the one who asked for something, right? Playing it up. The Kai leaves. Falling for the ploy, Raditz hasn't lost his strength. It just only works against evil now. And much, much more so than before. Universe 9, Kami's Lookout. The humans returning to their realm. They're students, pal. They thought they'd have more time. But more time for what? Back with the focus. Yamcha scowls how Elder Kai really screwed up. But all he was trying to do was save everyone. And here he is, betrayed by his own. The new generation is hopeless. Tien, blinking in frustration. The arena is full of heroes. This sea will surely be stopped if he causes trouble. Well, we can't do anything anymore. If C appears here and devours our universe, we'll know he wasn't stopped. But I've talked to everyone. Everyone pure, just and courageous are our allies. With C.
Good. I've talked to everyone who is corruptible. Thanks to Bobbity, they were easy to find. Pity I couldn't approach the strongest among them. Cell, without everyone seeing me. All the impure, vile, and petty are my allies.
This tournament was a mistake.
Corruption! This multiverse tournament has descended entities of justice into evil and chaos. Destruction! Your universe is in peace because you always took out evil by the roots.
I need to eliminate them all. Echo, thank you for giving me your power. I'll use it wisely.